everyone, and welcome to Daily Kaye Bailey. I'm Kaye. It's June 15, 2010, and I'm glad you could join me this morning. Today I want to talk to you about something that you're familiar with, I'm familiar with. Anyone who has ever struggled with their weight knows about food cravings. Over the weekend I was doing some research and I came across an interesting study that suggests food cravings are not a physiological event in our body. They are a response to the power of suggestion. What comes to mind for me is back in the day when I worked in a huge office setting, when someone down the hall would cook popcorn in the microwave oven. If I were working at my desk on something and I wasn't thinking about popcorn, and then I could smell that popcorn, I would immediately feel like I needed to have popcorn. I would have a food craving, almost an insatiable craving for the popcorn. Love popcorn. Who can resist that smell? But before I smelled that, I didn't have a craving for popcorn. And so as I look back, clearly that was the power of suggestion. It wasn't my body saying, oh, you must go out and get popcorn or this body is going to shut down on you right now. That's not what was happening. It was the power of suggestion. As we go about our existence, we're subjected to suggestions all the time. You can smell the cinnamons in the mall. You can look through your magazine and there's a beautiful picture of food. You can watch the television and there's food pictures or any number of places where it's coming at us from all directions, to the point where I think we're immune to what our body is really telling us versus all this stimuli that's coming in and giving us the power of suggestion for what we should be or they want us to buy so that we can eat. We can't tell the difference anymore between a genuine physiological food craving and a power of suggestion craving. And honestly, the only cravings that we truly ever feel are thirst, which we know by a dry mouth, a raspy throat, and we know to drink water, and then usually hunger. And that's not always specific, like, oh my gosh, I've got to have some Cheetos. Hunger is just hunger. It's not food specific. So after I got done reading that research, I went on to learn a few more things about how we can adjust our power of thinking. And when the power of suggestion comes in at us, we can push back with our own power of suggestion. And so back in the day, if I would have smelled the popcorn instead of going down to meet my coworker and, take a few nibbles out of their bowl, I would have been well served to rethink my strategy and perhaps go hit the water fountain or refreshen my lemon water that I already had on my desk, or eat my cut up melon that I had brought in for the day, or simply redirect my thoughts. Perhaps I could go outside and get a little bit of sunshine for a break and let the sunshine release that serotonin that naturally happens when we do get sunlight, give me those good feelings physiologically in the fight against the food cravings or the stimuli that makes me think I have food cravings. So I guess what I'm asking you today is to join me and be really cognizant of when an external stimuli is telling you you have a food craving, but it's simply the power of suggestion. And if we can stop and take a moment and say, wait, that's a power of suggestion. I really don't want that popcorn, but what would serve me well, what would serve my body well right now is a glass of lemon water. And after we drink that lemon water, we are going to feel so strong and so good about ourselves and so darn happy that we made the right decision. If we go down the hall and eat that popcorn, we're going to feel, I really didn't need to eat that popcorn. Sure wish I hadn't done that. It's, we're going to beat ourselves up and it never feels good as it tasted. So stop for a moment. Decide, is it really a food craving or is it the power of suggestion? Okay, it's the power of suggestion. What can I suggest to myself and act upon to make a difference in how I feel? I think that we're all really powerful individuals. And I tell this to people when I talk to them all the time. My gosh, you made the biggest decision of your life to go into the operating room, let some stranger whack up your guts and send you back out into the very world where you got fat. And here you are doing your best to get control of that. So, smell of popcorn, pass on it. You can do it. Have your glass of lemon water. Go out and get some sunshine. It's just the power of suggestion. Today I'm suggesting to you, take control. It's not a craving. You can do it. Proud of you. Thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you again real soon.